Hi Twitch chat. Oh, come on. Jeez. Ah. Alright, that was actually not bad at all. Hey, so hello, hey Error, hey Sebren, hey Ginger Guy, hey Appy, hey Selena, Silverstep. People can thanks to 28 months. Have a nice weekend? I did. Had a lovely weekend. Did some reading, got a massage. Random or choice? Like weapons? I'm choosing my weapons. I'm just gonna take attack speed. Piggy bank's pretty good on demon. What am I doing up at this unholy hour? I just finished watching the Chess World Championship match. I've been up for a while. The match is heating up. It's been a very good viewing experience, this one. I think I actually statted a Ghost Scepter there. Not bad. Last wave I would be comfortable going down to 1 HP on Demon. I think that you're meant to go down to 1 HP until wave 7. I think that's actually like a... This is just a mathematically correct thing. I guess I am not 100% certain. Brute Cleverness thanks for the 62 months. It's kind of an interesting question. If you go down to 0 HP until wave 7, you like kind of never lose late game. But sometimes you lose early game, I suppose. Like I was kind of close to dying right there, for example. So yeah, I don't know. Feels like the answer to that problem is just get better at dodging. Especially when you are so strong. The enemies are so weak. Thanks for the 62 months. Oh, I appreciate it, Brute Cleverness. Astroni, thanks for the 22 months. I don't really need this. I'll buy it anyway. Mr. Bucket thinks the 39 months. I just have to make sure that my damage keeps up with the waves, and this should be a pretty smooth win. So the way that I'm doing this, I could have sat down and worked out exactly which characters I thought I was least likely to win with, because like, mathematically, assuming that my play is unchanged, I should be playing the characters I find the hardest first. Because you don't want to like spend 20 hours winning on all the easy characters and then play a hard character and die and have wasted the first 20 hours. But how I'm doing it instead is looking at which character I have the lowest win rate on and like playing in order of lowest win rate characters. And for some reason my demon win rate is terrible. I don't really know what's up with it. Because I don't think the character is bad at all. I think I have maybe been memeing a little bit on Demon. That's one of the problems, is that a good chunk of my runs are not, like, based on raising my chance of winning as high as possible. Like, my lowest win rate on this is Demon, and my second lowest is Builder. I think Builder might be one of the strongest characters in the game. But anyway, given that I will be losing several times, how this will work is, the characters will eventually sort themselves out, and it will be kind of fun. I just think it will be fun to see the characters change, like which one's winning the most as I practice the ones I struggle with the most, and don't play the ones that I'm comfortable on very much. How's my lowest one right now, Fisher? Oh, well, I didn't record all those runs where Fisherman died. And I actually did record the runs where Fisherman got to wave 21. So I guess the answer is that I was cheating when recording my Fisherman win rate. Awkward. It's not like it's competitive in any way other than me competing against myself, so not a thing I really care much about. I'm pretty sure I have no idea how to play Fisherman, like, normally, for what it's worth. Like, I may actually just not be able to win as Fisherman ever in my life. You're telling me I meant to buy fewer than 7 baits on wave 1. Interesting. Falling behind on damage. Ooh, this is actually pretty bad. Yeah, so I think I needed to be a little bit more aggressive with taking items then. That's a pretty good shop. Suddenly feeling pretty good. Hatting good? I have to decide if that's good or not. I mean, I guess it's better than not buying it. Gamerburger! You're welcome. What if Jorbs is cursed to always complete each challenge on the first try? That does not seem consistent with my experience of life. Is that when we're counting the old map and random weapon starts? No, it's posted DLC only. Exclamation mark Brotato will take you to the spreadsheet. Probably stream for a few hours this morning, and go have a nap and then stream more later today. Take some crit chance because I have the piercing on crit, right? This is very good. I guess at this point I just buy that. My strategy for Captain and Dwarf. What if I don't know what my strategy for Captain and Dwarf is? Oh, by the way. Do you remember when I changed the item pool to play Fisherman? I didn't change it back again. So, like, the last half of my previous rotation was with a bunch of the items missing from the pool. And then I realized, a couple of nights ago when I was recording something offline and was like, wait a second, like half of the items aren't here. Not half, but like I had somewhere between 10 and 15 items disabled probably. Anyway, Lighthouse is back now. I guess I took 2 gentle aliens early. Like, I'm feeling like I should be keeping up on damage, but the extra 10% enemies does actually make a pretty big difference when you are shooting a single target weapon. Gem, thanks for 65 months, appreciate it. Thanks, Puzzly. Yeah. I guess I take this for 3% attack speed? Sure, whatever. Okay, that's a good shot. I need more attack speed now, is the main thing. Perfect. It's kind of obscene how strong an item coffee is. Am I ready to start locking things? I think I'll buy this. We'll lock this one. That. This. That too. Also thinks the 41 months. Coffee does tend to be overpowered. It's definitely not bad. The sharks are going a bit crazy. Yeah, I did get 2 of them early, so they are helping. 2 horde waves coming up. So the simple way of dealing with a horde wave is like buy 1 melee weapon. But I'm not going to do that, obviously. Wait, am I trying to win? Hold on. I like adjust my idea of what's going on here. I'm meant to be trying to win, aren't I? This might be why I lose this demon every time. Okay. More attack speed. No dice. I'm going for it. I thought about taking a lighthouse in case I found a nail. Found a cursed nail. Jelly is in the item pool now. Fucking jelly. Ugh. Hey, Jcon. What's my accuracy at? Not very high, huh? Jelly is great on 2 characters. Solid. That's what we want, a common item that is purchasable by 3% of the game's characters. I don't really have any sustain. My sustain is that I have 150 health. And it's just hard to lose that much health. But I don't know, a horde wave might change my mind on that pretty soon. Why does wearing glasses not improve your accuracy? Maybe your eyesight was just already pretty good. Might be making your eyesight worse. We do take wisdom for this horde wave. Ooh, I mean, okay. I mean, you can't not, right? Take a lemonade. Looking for crit shots, mostly. I will also take attack speed. I think Snail's pretty good here. We can just walk away from the enemies. Like a whetstone and a jerky? A banner. The blood leech. I have some sustain now. Hey Orn, thanks for the 75 months. Do you think I could defeat a horse wave? I think there's no chance. Horses are very big. And quite fast as well. Majestic creatures. Oh my god, I saw Gladiator 2 over the weekend. That movie was so fascinating to watch. It was so hard for me to enumerate how many different ways it was bad. Like, there was just a lot to unpack. Alright, we're gonna bracket here. Enemies sure are despawning. But they didn't, like, deal any damage to me, so that works. Guess I win then. Was it a sequel to Spartacus or to the Russell Crowe Gladiator? I mean, they referenced Spartacus in it. But it was more directly a sequel to the Russell Crowe Gladiator. It wasn't that hard to think of ways they could have made it a lot better than it was. Some of the issue was, you know, I think it was like all the director. I want to blame the director. I feel like heavy bullets should give minus speed because they're heavy. Makes sense to me. I have plans to read the new Stormlight Archive book. I am 10% of the way through. Haven't had tons and tons of time to read since it came out, but I am working on it. I've been reading quite a lot more lately because I, like, just find social media really boring now. It's just, like, not fun anymore, so... Where I used to spend a decent amount of my reading time, like, reading articles that I found from someone's social media that they shared or whatever. Now I don't. I take a pearl, sure. JORBS chat is a third of your social media. Nice. Chat way too late reading Wind and Truth. Nice, Astrak. No luck. It's another horde wave. I don't think I want Sad Tomato. I might want some range, actually. Let's take some range. Okay. Uh-huh. I don't think I go for bait on a horde wave. Seems a little extreme. Wait for Christmas Day to receive your copy of Winds and Truth. Yeah, I just bought it for Kindle. Honestly, like, I prefer reading physical books, but if a book is more than, like, 600 pages long, that stops being true. Like, that is an unwieldy book length. A book is 1.3 kilograms? Yeah, like, I just don't. Like, no, that's cool. I'm okay. I'll read it digital. A lot of enemies in this here wave. Being a huge Cosmere fan for a bit, and your brother just asked you if you had heard of the Stormlight Archives. Have I ever? Yeah, they're good books. My community support. All right. I mean, this was already over, and now it's even. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, this has just gotten silly all of a sudden. I've just realized how strong it is to have minus 75% reroll cost with a character who spends health instead of materials. Just kind of never run out of money, huh? Just kind of go forever. An extremely fast reader, and multiple chapters took you 2 to 3 hours to read, and we noticed that the chapters were 50 to 60 full-size pages long, and the book itself is longer by word count than Feast for Crows. Peter read a friend's fantasy book. Yes, that is very long. Your wife got you a signed hardcover. Nice. Very cool. Signing books is very boring. I signed 1,000 copies of my book, and it was like, that takes quite a long time and is incredibly tedious. Nordex, I think, still 41 months. I appreciate it. I recently read the latest book by the authors who wrote the Expanse series. They've just released a new one. I thought it was quite good as well. So yeah, I've been reading some good books recently. Just kind of have so much stuff. A little obscene. Huh? Is that good? Is this good? I don't even want it. Leave me alone. The book itself was fascinating. It involved a form of intuition and deduction that the ruling people had that was so powerful that it was essentially prophetic, and also involved some weird shape-shifting jelly ball creatures. Cool. You've given up on Rothfuss and Martin now. I don't know who Rothfuss is. Wanted to read the whole Stormlight Archive again before reading the 5th one. Start when it released to read simultaneously with a friend of yours, but you decided to start Wheel of Time a few months ago. Oh, yeah, you are reading a lot of fantasy. That's a lot of fantasy. Those are not short books. And there are a lot of them. Patrick Rothfuss, King Killer Chronicles. I don't know what that is. What's the King Killer Chronicles? I have given the enemies... Nice. I have given the enemies twice as much health this wave. I can do that, right? I'm pretty sure I can do that. I will also take a black flag. Shall I give them another double health? Probably not. Like, it's not even good. It doesn't even do anything. Why do I need experience? It's like wave 17. Oh my god, it's here again. Leave me alone. Sure. All this. Wait. Excuse me. Oh, I got my, like, heated blanket set up. It is very warm. His Majesty's Dragon. Master and Commander, but with talking dragons as the Air Force. Is Master and Commander a book? It is. Yeah, okay. Currently raining pretty hard in Toronto. They do claim that it's winter, or whatever. Although, like... I remain unconvinced. Gonna try a hot water bottle at the foot of my bed. Oh, I grew up on those. Definitely grew up on those. Ooh, okay. I don't really... This doesn't matter anymore. You successfully won as demon. Okay. Shall we just... Let's just finish the run. Yeah, like, the amount that I have won is pretty high. You think I'm kind of strong? Me too. (62-0) is a streak goal. Yeah. That's every character in a row. It's doable, but it'll take me a while, and I'll have to get a bit lucky or better at the game. Probably the hardest part is like trying to win for that many runs in a row, because I sure play a lot of Brotato runs where I don't try very hard to win. I'm gonna try standing still on wave 20 and see if the bosses die first. Well, I have to walk toward them, probably. Is that good? Don't know. Don't think so. I'm just gonna upgrade this last ghost up there. Then I'm good. At some point? Any blue ghost scepters in the game? Nope. Could lock this. Good grief. This is very, very broken. Alright, cool, we're done. Is it starting? Select the starting weapon or random? I'm choosing starting weapon right now. Have I ever capped a gentle aliens? Oh yeah, that's like normal on loud runs. Very normal for a loud run to cap gentle aliens and mice. Abnormal for it not to. Is Demon more of a starchy potato or a waxy potato? The materials are big because so many of them are on the ground. It will only make a certain number of piles of materials, and once that many piles are on the ground, it will start adding further materials to the piles which were already there. Okay, I think I won. Oh my god, there's so many items. And 2 level ups. That one. Alright, go. Are the big cubes worth more? They are, yeah. Okay. I stood still and the bosses died first. Somehow. Alright, so. Over here. Oh, I guess, like, in theory, I'm actually already 2-0. Maybe I should update. In theory, we're actually 3-0 right now. Sure. We'll count a romantic and a saver one. Works for me. Until wave 6, found an early padding. 2 horde waves, but grabbed... What's the thing that reduces enemy speed called? Oh, I bought a lot of items. Look, I don't remember. Snail, thank you. Grab snail and just walked away from them. So, in character stats here, I sorted this by win rate so far. There are not enough wins for these to be reliably consistent in any way. A lot of the time it's just like, was I memeing on a character or not? But we're gonna go down from top to bottom. So next up is Builder. And I'm gonna count the saver and romantic wins because why would I not? Isn't the past tense of meme moom? Well, it could be. I have to actually play Builder seriously, which means either Slingshot or SMG. No Slingshot. Why is well-rounded at 50% win rate? I don't have a clue. So with Builder, we have this turret. The turret gets any materials that we don't pick up at the end of the wave. I have to decide how many materials do I want the turret to get versus how many I want to get. And I think right at the start, I want to get all of them. I also have 20 harvesting for like absolutely no reason. That is so broken. Yeah, and then we're just gonna upgrade our slingshots because the turret copies the strongest weapon that we have. The strongest ranged weapon that we have. I could go Thief Dagger here. I mean, like... I think it's just a little, like, unnecessarily complicated. Are some of these characters very boring after you've figured them out? I don't know. You have a little like cube that makes bright lights and flashes and sound effects and stuff, and you're listening to music. That might be more of a question about whether you're capable of enjoying yourself while doing something or not. Well-rounded is 50-50 because it's well-rounded, sure. I mean, makes sense. Isn't having a melee weapon risky since getting close to enemies will cause you to steal materials from your turret? You want to steal materials from your turret. My turret's going to eventually basically cap its effectiveness. So it is completely fine for maybe taking a good chunk of the materials. Also, like, I can just win without the turret, I'm pretty sure. Like, I could just, like, build the character normally. What does this character say? Damage mods reduced by 75%. I guess that's the issue. That does seem like an issue. We will eventually want a pencil. I don't think I take it quite yet. But yeah, eventually, obviously, we build into engineering. Early fish hook. Ooh, yeah. Getting a cursed slingshot for the turret would be very good. Are there still people around who pronounce meme Mimi? Probably. I'm sure somebody does it. The world is full of all sorts of fascinating human beings. Oh, cursed slingshot, please. Fish hook. Curse my slingshot for me, please. Unlucky. Does the curse weapon actually improve the turret scaling? Yeah. It copies the best weapon you have, best ranged weapon that you have. So we have a very self-centered person to pronounce it Mimi. Not 100% sure I agree. Welcome there, Anne. Trees die in one hit works for me. I might just take more harvesting. Let's just take more harvesting. I don't know. Seems fine. This character's very strong. Start grabbing engineering now. I want this. It's cursed, maybe? I'd take a cursed lifesteal, I think. In general, I don't love buying the mediocre sustain items. Actually, I think locking that was bad because I really want... I have a pity bonus on my hook. So the chance of cursing an item that's locked in the shop keeps going up every wave that I fail to. And if I successfully curse the lifesteal item instead of my slingshot, it makes it potentially a lot harder to get a cursed slingshot. On the other hand, like, I still have several waves before the enemies are threatening. Common uniques like lumberjack shirt save money to buy because they never show up again. Kind of? I might just lock these and the wave. How did you even learn that there's a pity timer on fishhook? It was in the patch notes. And then also 5 different people told me. I think that's a slightly different thing, miniature catfish. No cam, bro. Does it look like there's a camera? I don't think we need crit chance, do we? Can maybe lock these. I got my cursed tier 4 slingshot that should just kind of murder everything. I think I mostly stand still for the rest of the run. Give me this, actually. I'm good with the turret having my materials now until we reach a point where it's firing on all cylinders. Takes a while for it to level up to level 4. Need to grab some engineering too. Oh, got so strong. Sure. Alright, let's look for engineering now. Continuing to upgrade my slingshots feels kind of unnecessary. Wait, where'd my money go? I guess I'm not playing Demon anymore. Also, I didn't pick up any materials that wave rate. That probably contributes. Next up is Diver. I have no idea how to play Diver. I don't even remember what Diver does. Is Diver the one that hits things with range damage and then deals more damage with other things? Is that Diver? Maybe. Go with Thief Dagger and make a lot of money. Equipping a Thief Dagger is certainly one way to win at Brotato. A little bit concerned about the Wave 11 Elite. Slingshot's not that good at killing Wave 11 Elite. This is level 3. We need to get to 300 structure range, which requires what? 500 and 700 materials or something. May, how are you? Force cactus clubs. I wasn't very impressed by cactus clubs on Diver. turret also doubles the curse from my weapon. Oh, does it really? Huh. I guess that makes sense. It's not the most, like, interactive character, to be honest. I wonder when I should, play Soldier. Because playing Soldier first is just not going to happen. But also, I don't think I'm very good at winning as Soldier. So I should play it sometime early-ish. Get Tractor. Definitely take Metal Detector. That's actually a pretty good item for me. Reinforced Steel is excellent. Alright, this is an Elite Wave. I think this is, like, the advantage of going SMG. SMG is much stronger against the early Elite than Slingshot is. If you get an early Elite. But I killed it. It's just like SMG would have killed that, like, I don't know. Several seconds faster. Maybe 8 seconds faster or something. Yeah, that's the normal plan, Xanthics. But also, you don't want to have to play something that is deeply unenjoyable, like, more often than you need to, so... Oh, okay, that's a big target. I don't think I need explosive shells, although, like, I could swap into something that makes explosions later now. My turret is heavily buffed. I have 0 plus elemental damage? Interesting. Wait. Combo. I think that's a little too much. A little bit dubious. And the Abyssal Elite's really hard to dodge. I think some of that's just, practice. It was cursed. I know. I know. I read it. I get minus 75% damage modifiers. A polite way of saying skill issue. All ways of saying the skill issue are polite. There's nothing wrong with not having learned how to do something yet. That is not an insult. Especially when talking about a video game, like... That's just not a thing that you have to prioritize in your life super high. Sure, it's mostly an expensive 3 engineering, I think, but okay. Got more HP regen? I'm level 15? So give me another, like, 8 or so, probably. Go for it. Actually kind of helps to have a crown for that as well. Gives me more experience. This doesn't get anything out of my attack speed, right? Its cooldown is only 0.48. Actually still benefit from giving it materials. I do not get elemental damage, no. Turret animations make you uncomfortable and you can't articulate why. Is it a sexual thing, maybe? Could be. Something to look into. dressing up like a turret with my partner and having them feed me materials. These two spend a lot of time together, I imagine. Quazzle. Trying to imagine a blunderbuss slash Warhammer builder and struggling. But why? Who made you do that? Simply don't imagine anything. It's safer. Can I explain this character in simple terms? You have a tart. It copies your best ranged weapon. You can decide whether to pick materials up for yourself or leave them on the ground, in which case your turret will pick them up at the end of the wave. Glass cannon not worth. Well, I have minus 75% damage modifiers. And my turret... Does it even care about my damage percent? I guess it does. This steals 36. This steals 80. Is it scaling off engineering? Look, I don't understand how that works. I think it does care about my damage percent. But it's impossible to know for sure. How could anyone ever really find out? Potato. Sure. Yeah, SMG is so much better at killing the elites. Slingshot's better for the horde waves, though. Which I don't think I have any of. So that's kind of awkward. Maybe the last one's a horde wave, I don't know. You have some lore questions about this potato. Tell me everything. Is my head a potato now? I hope so. God, potato is so good. Had a bit of sweet potato over the weekend. And that's like a freebie. Like when you're talking about how good potato is, you don't even consider that there's also sweet potato. I don't really know. I don't feel like much of this matters anymore. Is it good? I don't know. Hot take, you don't enjoy a sweet potato? Well, fortunately there's all the other potato for you still. Was I ever able to get 1,000 baits? Yeah, I got that. Actually got that in one day. Like I started the project in the morning and succeeded at it at like 8 PM that evening. I made a big YouTube video about it if you want to check out the recap. Sweet potato candy flavor? Huh. I don't think I have had. Is it ube? I feel like I've heard the word before, though. Maybe I have had it. Engineering. Engineering. Sure. It's not actually a very good ferry, but still take it. Oh, it is another elite. Yeah, it's a lot of elites. Is there a video which is 10 hours long and is just the IAA? Yes. Obviously. How could there not be? You believe it's 12 hours long? No, I think it's 10. It wouldn't be 12, would it? That's too much. 10 hours of IAA is fine, but I feel like 12 is just a bit too many. I absolutely turned that on my phone to take it with me to the bathroom every time I left the PC as well. Those were a wild 10 hours of my life. I want this? I guess so. And that. And that. Eh. I don't really, like, I don't need to do anything anymore. I've just already won. I could use some more health, I guess. I'll buy some defensive stats at some point. Don't pour tea on me. I am very thankful that I can eat bread. Out of all the things I'm grateful for, that's like probably top 10. I really like eating bread. Sorry, I'm not trying to gloat. You just mentioned bread, and so now I'm thinking about eating it. Is what's going on here. Why don't I get materials? So on Builder, my turret picks up the materials and gets stronger if I don't pick them up. So I'm just letting my turret get stronger instead. I do have padding, so I guess, like, I can even just not spend money and get more max HP that way. Hey, coach! Just tuned in and heard that we're grateful for bread. Is this an accurate representation of this channel? Yes. Favorite bread accompaniment? You know I have a lot of bread without anything on it. If you're eating, like, fresh baked bread, a lot of the time, like, the flavor can be coming from stuff in the bread itself. That said, probably olive oil. Or, like, salted butter. You'd gain 50 pounds if you could eat bread. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Already did. Just like plain bread? Well, there are a lot of things that you can do with bread, you see. Is that enough? I'm gonna say that's enough. Oh, look at my regen. My boss skill's a little bit slow, but that's just how it goes. Also, I sure got hit like 7 times in a row or something. Alright, GG. 4-0. Next up is Diver. Alright, I don't know what you do with this one. We'll find out.